for Foxy. It's your birthday. Not for real, just for play. This is Cree Summer, and Moana Nui will be right back.
Welcome to the Opinionated Variants of the 616. My name is Simone. I am the powerful collector of Oz today. And my girl, Teresa, who is the Chief Procurement Officer. We are discussing, as this is our last show of 2024, we're discussing collecting memorabilia. And as you can see from Teresa's and mine in the background, we're collectors, and we have a problem. we have a problem, and we admit that. But we enjoy collecting, and it's a nice hobby. It's an expensive hobby, but it's something that once you get into, I've, even after I'm no longer on this planet, I have designated who gets what. I'm like, y'all need to make sure who is getting all of this stuff, everything that I have. I make sure I know who's getting what. So yeah, down to when I'm no longer here. That's how hardcore collector I am. How are you doing, Teresa, who had a birthday previously? Actually, we both are Sagittarians. You're Sagittarius, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are both Sagittarius sisters. Yay! I went to Hawaii for my birthday.
And the trip looked awesome.
It was amazing. It was beautiful. I've learned so much about Hawaii. First of all, I can't believe I was that day old when I found out that there was another time zone, 2 more time zones. I only knew, for some reason, I thought Alaska and Hawaii was in PST. Apparently it's not. There are 6 time zones because Alaska has their own time zone and Hawaii has their own. I did not know that. So yeah, that was different. Sleeping, it was crazy. It was. I had to get used to it. My body was telling me it was 11 o'clock at night when it was only
like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I was like, oh, God, it was crazy.
So Hawaii, so California is 3 hours behind. So Hawaii is like 5.
4. It was 4.
It's 4. Okay.
It was 4. Yeah, because we're. It was 4 for me, and it would be 5 for you.
Yeah, because I'm Eastern.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's some jet lag right there.
It sure was. I mean, California was nothing. I mean, I can do the California time, but for some reason, that extra hour just took me out. It took me out completely. But there's one thing that I can say that people do without fail. When it's time for the sunset, people will park in a parking lot, and they will just stand there and admire the sunset. And that's what we did. I was like, and we're trying to get a good view, and the sun was going down. I'm like, I can't believe within 10 minutes. I'm like, we're gonna lose it. Come on, stop the car so we can. Then we trying to park, and then we're walking around trying to get good pictures, and the sun is just steadily going. I was like, okay, let me just do a video because I'm missing everything. It was beautiful. It was just so beautiful. And then another thing I didn't realize, because people will say Honolulu, Hawaii. Mm-hmm. That's Honolulu. It's not in Hawaii. It's not the Big Island. It's not even in Maui. It's somewhere else. I was like, okay, so
it's different.
Yes, it's not there, but the Big Island is nice. I do want to go back and check out Maui, check out the other 2. I guess they were saying I can't even think of it. Only thing, other one I know was Maui. Ona, is that the right way? Well, one of them is where Honolulu is, and apparently that's people like don't go there. It looks like New York City. There's tall buildings everywhere. It's crowded. Like, okay. I still want to see it. I want to island hop and get it out the way. But I thought I hit Alaska before I hit Hawaii, but nope. I did it. So Alaska's got to do.
Yeah, at least you've hit one of them. I haven't been to Hawaii yet. Definitely on my list.
You did Alaska?
No, I haven't been to Alaska either.
Yeah,
they're both definitely on my list.
Yeah, you got to. And I would say the best time, because it was comfortable, and then even when there was a chill, we did the tour and the weather changed the higher up the mountain, the volcano that you went. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you need to take a jacket with you. But I would say for us, it would be a good time to go in November, December, because then over there it's not too hot. Because I don't know how hot it's going to be like in the summertime to.
Right. Gotcha. Well, you went to Hawaii for your birthday, and for my birthday, I went to Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay. And
that is quite a big difference.
Okay, Dorothy, what were you doing in Kansas?
Well, I am a Christmas movie buff. I love the cheesy, like rom-com Christmas movies.
Was that the tour that you did? The Hallmark?
Yes. And so this year, the Hallmark Channel had their first ever Hallmark Christmas experience.
Oh.
And of course, the headquarters of the Hallmark Company is in Kansas City, Missouri. And they had a little festival like right outside their headquarters. And since I'm a Christmas movie buff, I treated myself to a trip to the first, hopefully annual, or, hopefully they'll do it again, but to the first little festival. And I had a good time.
Okay. I'm going to have to put that on my list to go. That might be on my 2025. If you are truly going to go back, I might do that with you, which is not a memorabilia, but it's in the finance. It's part of travel, so
right. Well, and
it's an emotional connection.
Yeah.
That falls under the emotional connection of, okay, we need to go to this. This is something that we need to do. Okay, yeah,
exactly. But it killed me that, with this being the first one, I know they're still working out the kinks or whatever, but they did not have any event exclusive merchandise.
Oh, really?
So they didn't have anything that just said Hallmark Christmas Experience 2024. So the t-shirts, of course, I'm a big t-shirt collector, and I did get a t-shirt, but the t-shirt I got, it says this is my Hallmark Channel watching t-shirt. And it's just a Hallmark Gold Crown t-shirt that you can get at any Hallmark Gold Crown store. And you could probably get it on their website as well. I bought it anyway, because in my mind, I know that that's where I got the t-shirt.
Yes. Yeah.
But they didn't have any that said that. And I'm like, that should have been the first thing they did.
Okay, so did you please tell me you did a review and you?
I haven't done it yet. I got my email saved.
Okay,
so I can give them my
Hallmark. They dropped the ball.
Yes,
they
dropped it.
Have memorabilia, and for the people that did go there, get it out there now so that people can buy it if they want it.
And I'm not the only one who thought that. I had a conversation with another lady who was like, she couldn't believe that they didn't have event exclusive merchandise. So
yeah,
definitely gonna put them up on that game.
Too busy. Whoever that's a horrible drop the ball, because normally when places have something like that, they have items there just for that event.
Exactly. Especially for the first one. And after the first one, if you don't do anything but change the year on the item, people will still continue to buy it because it commemorates every
each year
Yep.
that you've been there. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, that's horrible. All right, Hallmark, I'm gonna need you to do better, Hallmark.
Exactly. And if you need a consultant,
you have to right here, Hallmark. You have to right here.
We are available.
We need memorabilia, Hallmark. We can tell you about memorabilia. We know what's needed. We got pens, you got hats, you got scarves, you got, come on now.
And I mean, there are so many things from their movies that they could have had. People are like
tumblers, Hallmark. Come on,
yeah,
come on.
Little snow globes.
That's the biggest thing right there. Christmas.
Exactly. They dropped the ball.
Hallmark. Oh, come on now. I mean, Wicked did better than that. Hallmark, come on.
Oh, Wicked has everything.
Wicked has me by the throat.
All the memorabilia. Whatever you want in pink and or green, you can get it. Mm-hmm.
Target. And then
I wanted that shirt so bad and could not find it. It's like the largest size is sold out first.
If I see it, if I see one, I'm gonna get it for you.
Absolutely.
I will definitely get it for you. And then even I get so many compliments with
your Wicked crop.
I get so many compliments with this. Even and one of my things fell off when I was on a plane. Because I wore my outfit that my husband got me there, and she was like, I know who this belongs to, and she gave it back. I was like, oh my god, it fell off. So, well, our first topic for the collecting memorabilia is the thrill of the hunt. The just trying to get the rare items, to know that you see something, you see it and you're like, oh, I want to get it, and you mark it in your mind, or you save a link, then you don't remember to go back to it, and
right.
There's so many links that I know that I haven't gone back to. Actually, with me saying that right now, there was a pop link. I wanted to get a Harry Potter pop of myself in my Hogwarts house. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, damn it, I need to do that.
I'm gonna do that one too. I have to do, because I haven't done the plain, the original pop yourself.
Yes, I wanted to do that too.
One, and I saved it in my Funko profile, but I haven't ordered it. So I want to order that one, and then I'll order my Hogwarts house too.
So I think I'll probably do me and one for my husband. I know he doesn't care, but I'll just.
But you'll have one.
Just because because he's a Hufflepuff and I'm a Slytherin, so I think I'll just do one for him. Yeah, he's helpful. First, I thought he might have been in Ravenclaw because his brain for math just boggles my mind. I'm just like, honey, what is this? Okay, I'm like, I don't even try looking at the calculator. He's my calculator. He's my human calculator. I was like, I need you to calculate all of this. And it's just, yeah, he's a Hufflepuff. Yeah, he might be house stalled between Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw, but he's more of a Hufflepuff, but still smart enough to be in Ravenclaw. So
James says he's not allowed to buy any more Funko Pops, but I think that's just like he's not allowed to buy any more T-shirts.
Yeah, like he bought 5. Okay,
exactly.
Right. Okay, James. Whatever you say. As you can see, all of my Funko Pops behind me, and I have certain areas where I have the Marvel on this side, anything Marvel, and then anything Black Panther over here, and then G.I. Joe and TLC and random stuff over there. Mm-hmm. And then my Star Wars is over here, Dragon Ball Z, and lightsabers up there.
Well, mine are not organized. And I had a little avalanche last week where a stack of them fell over, and I haven't picked them up yet.
It's still on the floor.
Right. And I ran out of room for my popcorn buckets, so I got a big pile of popcorn buckets over there. Yep.
My wicked. I took this from the bar. I was like, "Can I have this?" She gave this to me. She's like, "Sure." Okay, so that was free. And then whatever pins that they had left.
Yep,
I had
the pins.
I got the blue one as well as a green one. Yeah, and then there was just two more. They're down here. I just bought 2 of the pins.
Oh, cute pin. I didn't see that one. Is that the same bucket I have? I think so.
Beautiful. It's the Elphaba one.
Yeah, I think it's the same one.
Yeah, they had the last 2 pins. And I was like, I'm going to take them both. Yep, I'm not greedy. I don't care.
No, this one's different. What theater did you get that one from?
Went to AMC.
This one's AMC, but it's solid green.
No, mine says.
Yeah, this one's solid.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And my tumbler is still in the bag.
No, mine is from Starbucks. I got the.
Let's see, that's the little topper.
Oh, you got the topper.
And
oh, I gotta put these pins on. I need to wear these. Oh no, these are for my house.
And I got the zipper from the Regal Theater, which is her hat.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
So yeah. And where I'm gonna put all this stuff, that's a very good question.
I know, we just get it and worry about putting it up later. And then of course, this little box of where the pins was in. I was like, can I have this? And she was like, yeah, sure. And I took it. But that's the same thing that I did with Harry Potter. So for the last book, all of the boxes that was in the book, and it says do not open until such and such date. And after they finished, I was like, can I have that box? And she was like, you want I was like, yes, can I have the box? I was just so afraid that they was gonna say no. And she was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I took it and I left. I was gone.
Girl, they don't care.
I'm like, y'all not gonna say to me no. I was like, I just want the box.
And I went ahead and got Elfie. And you can't tell, but this is the glitter one.
No,
so I got the glitter.
Oh no, I don't know if I got the glitter. I got this. So I got the bubble gum. What the bubble? The Glinda in the bubble. The regular Elphaba. No, this one's not glitter. And then I got Fiero, and then there's school outfits, and then Morrible and the Wizard. And then the hat that they were selling. I got that. And then I got the broom off of Amazon. So, and I got a couple of t-shirts and my Crocs. And I am on the hunt. I got the makeup. I got the Elphaba makeup. And I'm on the hunt for the Oz makeup. I've got so many people looking for me. I've even reached out to them. I was like, y'all need to put this shit back in stock. I need this. I see it on eBay. I'm not buying that. I'm not
right. No, not marked up.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. not. I'm not doing that. So that's enough. But like Black Panther, Black Panther came out. I was anything Black Panther. I was collecting.
And that's really what started. I always collected little things here and there, but with the Funko Pops, and it started with the Funko Pops because I was just obsessed with Black Panther. I had to have not necessarily all of the Funko Pops, but I had to have one of at least one of every character.
Mm-hmm.
But that just started the obsession. And now, especially with Wakanda Forever having come out, I have to have anything I see that says Black Panther. It's got that symbol on it.
I'm buying it. I'm buying it. When my mother was alive, every time she went into what is it, Borders? She was like, "Do you have this one?" He would call me, "I have this one." Yes, Mom. I have to stop buying me wands. I have this wand. But she, with her passing, there are certain things that she bought me that just mean so much to me right now, and I just cherish them. So I definitely told, you're not supposed to have favorites, but I told favorites is this: I need you to take this. This is what you need to take. Make sure that it's in good hands, that you'll take care of it. It's not going to get lost or something. So, because it was a little Hedwig in a little case, and I'm like, I cherish that so much. And some of the wands that she purchased for me, I was like, okay, so I'll cherish them too. But that wasn't even the start of my collection. Damn, I started back, and I was telling this to James. I started back with bodybuilding. My mother was like, what? Yeah, I was in my 20s. I was all into bodybuilding and bought all the bodybuilding magazines, everything bodybuilding, television show I watched. That was me. Going to a gym, that was me. Buying belts, all the stuff. Anything that dealt with bodybuilding, I was buying. Then it was yoga, and the yoga mats, anything yoga, all of this magazines, everything. So then it got into God, I can't believe I forgot the name of them already. The little dolls, the Beanie Babies.
Mm-hmm.
The Beanie Babies, I started collecting those, and then the specific ones that was special. So like when Princess Di passed away, 2020, was one, I think was Mother Teresa one. There were specific ones each year that I got, and then after that I just stopped collecting the Beanie Babies, because that was a phase that I didn't get back into. I was like, yeah, that's fine. I got a whole box of Beanie Babies, so that's fine.
I know how I am, so I didn't let myself get too deep into the Beanie Babies. So I only bought specific ones that meant something. Like my favorite color is black, so I think I had like a little Black Panther one and a black some kind of dog. But I would not let because I know how I am, or I know how I could be. I didn't let myself out. So I probably only had maybe 6 or 7 Beanie Babies. But I have always, maybe not always, since college anyway, for some reason I developed an obsession with sunflowers. I love sunflowers, and my friends all know it, so they all know that they can give me anything with sunflowers on it. So I still have that obsession in the back of my mind, but the front of my mind is the Funko Pops and the pop culture T-shirts, the Harry Potter, all that stuff.
Yeah, It's an expensive habit. And then it's just like the thrill of the hunt. So it's like, even when you send me stuff, and I see something, I was like, oh my God, Teresa, it's like, it's joy that I can share this with somebody. It's like, okay, guys, let's do this. I'm not by myself. It's like, I have people that like this stuff with me, and I can share it with them. It's just joy. It's joy sharing things like that with people. And I was like, I'm not alone. I'm not by myself.
You're definitely not alone.
So the financial side of collecting, that you collect some memorabilia, and some people say that it's rare, like when you go to a convention and you see comic books and they say that this comic book is worth $1,000. So unless it's like, is it shady, or they have something claiming that was signed by somebody and it's not authenticated, it's a risk. It's a big risk. And do you take that risk? Do you like, oh, I'll spend the money, like, I believe it? Do you let your heart go where your mind tells you no?
I don't, because I don't collect that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I don't care about autographs, and things like the comics that can have like the limited editions or special editions or whatever, and you're rebuying, like buying something old that a collector had. I don't do that. So I really just collect originals. So like with the Funko Pops or whatever, and I try to give myself parameters so that I won't try to buy every single thing I see. So with the Funko Pops, when I started, I have veered outside a little bit, but when I started, I told myself I was only buying Black characters. And now they have more than characters. Now, they have sports figures and music groups and whatever.
Yes, yeah.
But I was only buying Black people that meant something to me. So, I wasn't going to run out and buy, Whitney Houston or whatever. I like Whitney Houston's music, but that she just didn't, I wasn't a fan like that. So there had to be something special about them, and Black characters, mainly female. I have blown that out of the water. Because I do have a few who are not Black, but there are very few exceptions. Like the first exception was not of my own power. My cousin knows that I'm completely obsessed with Jason Momoa. So one year for Christmas, he gave me an Aquaman and Khal Drogo or whatever from Game of Thrones. And I was not going to refuse them. I was very happy because, like I said, I am obsessed with Jason Momoa. So I tried to make that okay by saying, well, he is a person of color.
He is.
Yes. And so I have added to that collection. I have a couple more Aquamans from different movies. But the first real deviation was I also am obsessed with Stephen King.
Yes.
So I have 3 or 4 Stephen King Funko Pops. But he's really the only non-person of color that I have purchased for myself. So I'm still, I'm trying to stay in the parameters somewhat so that I don't end up with a million of them. I do have more than I thought I was going to have.
Yeah, my sister, and she's sticking to that. She was like, I'm only want Black characters. So she's sticking to that. But she's the one that I told, I'm like, I want you to take my stuff because I know that she'll take care of it. And after who she ever designates it to, I'm like, just make sure that they take care of it. So like she's the one that's going to get the majority of my things. There was a box. What? God, I just had it in my head. GalaxyCon. GalaxyCon has a mystery box, and I purchased this box, and it was it $100? I'm not sure it was $100 or $150. But I got some signature. Falcon was one, and there was another one, X-Men. And then other signature people. And that one was worth it. I was really worried, but GalaxyCon has a good reputation. So I normally I get kind of with the mystery boxes. So GalaxyCon did me well. I was extremely happy with that box. So again, expensive. I started cosplaying. My first expensive costume that I bought, I was at a con. Actually, I was at Dragon Con, and Ravenwood Leather was there. I purchased something from them that was $900. That was my very first expensive item. And then I went back and purchased another thing from them, which was oh God, my movie. I can't think of the name of the movie, but I purchased that from them, and then that was about $500. And then I went back to starting to making my own stuff, and then I started with Pros Cosplays because I was like, I don't have time, and my husband doesn't have time to make my stuff anymore. So I started purchasing from Pros Cosplay, and they stuff ranges from like $90 to $300. And I've gotten several costumes from them.
How do you spell that?
Pro Cosplay?
Oh, it's just PR.
PRO Cosplay.
Okay.
Yeah, they have from the movies. Their stuff is truly authenticated from the movies. So I got the Acolyte. I got my Ahsoka. I got my no, it wasn't that one. One of them I got from Amazon.
What's the ancient one?
The ancient one was from Amazon, but I did get Azura from them. And the only thing that I don't like about Pros Cosplay is they Asian, so they ain't got a butt. And we as Black women have ass. So when I put their pants on, it ain't even covering half my ass. And I'm like, I'm gonna need y'all to do that. Y'all got to do something about this. I can't. So it's like, that's fine. It's a template, and I find it easy to buy something. And even if it's too big, that's fine. I can make it smaller.
Exactly.
So I'm not too worried about it because I got the template right there. I'll take it apart and then I make it custom for me. So I'm not starting from the very beginning. Do you have Superman versus Muhammad Ali comics?
I don't. I actually have very few comics. I'm
all into buying black. I got this black comic Samuel. I saw him on TikTok.
I know a couple of comic book
Death Club comics, and his comics is pretty good. I'm like,
so really the only ones I have, I try to support my friends.
Yeah, so I got some of them, and then just with this buying black, I was just out of control with buying black. So this Black Friday I got pajamas. I'm like, I told everybody in the family, I want a Christmas picture with everybody in their pajamas. I told all my children, I'm buying pajamas, and y'all gonna wear them, and we're gonna take a picture. So I got pajamas except for the littlest one. They didn't have his size. So I'm like, oh, I gotta find something for you. It's not gonna be from the PJ for Culture, but it'll be something
You have
else.
to find something that coordinates.
Then I got Kin. She has black clothes that have the, what do you call it? The lining in the inside for your hair. So I like her, and then she has that full dress, that one piece dress. So I was like, okay, I got that. My daughter, I was like, I send it to her. I was like, what do you want? Because I'm getting you something for Christmas. What you want? So I got her something from there. And then my friend who makes all of these things, like her boyfriend, he wants something anime. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put that order in, and she's gonna get her little anime cup, and that's it. I'm like, I'm truly trying to buy black and stick with buying black. These costumes is kicking my ass. These costumes are kicking my ass, and I have a list. I keep adding to this list, and the newest thing will come out.
Right.
I'll forget about all the old stuff, and I need to go back.
Well, see, I had my first cosplay made this past year, and luckily I have a friend who is a wonderful seamstress, so I'm sure she gave me quite a discount. But I'm about to hit her up again because I want to get started on something for this year. Last year, it was a pretty simple outfit. So, like a couple of months before is when she got started. But this one, I want to give her lots of time because it's maybe not quite as simple.
So I'll spend money on patterns. I'll pay people to create patterns for me, and then I don't do nothing with them. I mean, I went to do that Storm. There was 2 pictures of Storm and a beautiful outfit. And I was like, I need the pattern, because my girlfriend who made the patterns for our Dora Milaje, I went to her and I was like, can you do this for me? And she made me the pattern. And again, I didn't do shit with it. So I spent money to get the pattern, and I got nothing. I spent money to get this. I saw a picture of the lion, tiger. It's not panther, tigress. What the hell is her name? Tatara from
Thundercats.
From Thundercats. Somebody did a drawing. I am so into bringing drawings to life. That is my biggest thing. So, and then again, I save all the pictures and then I forget and I don't go back to them. But I saw this drawing, and on the arm, the shoulder, there's this beautiful shoulder piece, and it has a lion's head on it. So I went and I got that made. I ain't do nothing with it. I still haven't did that cosplay, but yet I'm spending money on these pieces. I did Aquaman's mother, Alana. I have her staff. Didn't do that cosplay. I have Sith. I have her staff. Didn't do that cosplay. I'm buying those items, making me think that it's going to push me.
But like you said, then the next big thing comes out and you want to do that too.
So I'm like, I'm not doing it. But I need to go back and do that. I spend the money on this stuff. I need to go back and
and use it.
So right now, I would say my Dora Milaje, because that took me 8 months, and the time, the effort, the purchasing, the making, That was a little over $2,000 because you gotta, you go to the store, you gotta calculate all of that stuff. That's what I was telling James. You get in the car, you go to the store, you purchase the items, you got to calculate the gas, your time, the labor, all of that. So it was basically a little over 2,000. So that's my most expensive to date. And then the leather outfits. So those are the top 3 most expensive outfits that I have so far.
What about your Catwoman?
That's just a Amazon. Go to a cat suit that you can wear for anything. So that one's not expensive at all. I mean, the cowl is the same spot that I got from the Black Panther helmet and my female Deathstroke helmet. They all came from the same place, and they were, less than $100. They weren't that expensive. They weren't more than $150 a piece. So let's say they was 150. So like 500, 450, yeah, for 3 of those. But the cowl would be the most expensive part because the cat suit is for my Baroness, the Deathstroke. I can reuse several different black
recycle.
Yeah, you just learn how to recycle the boots, all of that. And I was like, oh, okay, I can use that for this one. You got to put all the stuff together. I do want to do every version of Catwoman. That I want to do. I have that in my mind. As much as I hate the last Catwoman, I'm not really into whatever her name was. I just don't like
it. You're talking about the Batman's Catwoman?
No, not that one. Oh, yeah, even that one too. Who was the chick that was in The Devil Wears Prada? That one. Anne Hathaway. Her Catwoman. Her Catwoman, and then the other last one too with the little head thing. I was like, oh, all right, whatever. But I want to do all the versions. I mean, as much as I might not like them, I need to do them.
Oh, you mentioned boots a few minutes ago, or a little bit ago. I got a new pair of combat boots I have to show you.
Okay. So I got these. Okay, Temu is another one of my get me in trouble type, and I had to delete the app so that but I got these off of Temu. These are so pretty. I'm like, okay, I know I can use these for a cosplay. I know I can. I just don't know what yet. And then these, which would go good because it's not a Wonder Woman costume, but it's something. I needed this type of heel. So I'm like, this, yeah, that'll be good too. Yeah, Temu is, yeah. I got so much shit from Temu.
I still haven't ordered anything from them yet.
Oh my God, I got bins of stuff, crowns that crowns. Temu is, yeah, Temu got me in trouble. So I got off of that quickly. Oh, look, ears too. Pretty elf ears with ears on them.
I only have plain elf ears.
And then the colored ears. I follow a cosplayer who got me into, because it was so hard for me getting elf ears, and then I had to paint them whatever color that I wanted. But she got me into, and Kessico. I can't remember her name, but she got me into getting colored ears, so I don't have to worry about that. And then these going on, I just trial. I'm just in trouble. I'm in trouble.
It's always something, huh?
It's always something. So clothing wise, I would say the Black Panther is the biggest, but the biggest purchase was this dream box that I have. Let me show y'all real quick. This dream box that keeps me organized.
But you're getting your use out of it.
I sure am. This was a little over $3,000. Like this was my Mother's Day gift to me. Mother's Day, Christmas, anniversary. I wrote everything in when I got this. It was like, this is my gift to myself. I need this. And it keeps everything, because when you buy something, and like, I know I bought this and I can't remember where the hell I put it. So now with this, as soon as I buy it, I'm sticking it in a bin. At least I'm like, okay, I don't know what bin it's in, but at least I know
it's in there.
It's here. Like, I'm not sure which bin I put it in. And I try and keep things together, like all the makeup together, you know, all the tools together. I try and keep things together. Yeah, and then as a cosplayer, you got to buy tools. So I got freaking the ring lights. Again, TikTok shop is another one that's fucking me over. Like,
I stay off of the TikTok shop.
This freaking pink thing that I got to do. Still haven't done a review on this one yet, and I got a black one. I have so many things from the TikTok shop. This is the one thing that I can't wait to use that I got from the TikTok shop. These.
Are those your freckles? I do want some of those.
Yes. Oh my God. You know what? And I got 3 cases. I'll send you some.
Oh,
we'll get, yeah. Look, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. And I haven't used them yet, but I'm going to. I got some for my girlfriends here in the group that we're in, but I have more than enough. I'll send you some so you can let me know how they look on you. But yeah, I'm just crazy. Just crazy. My Harry Potter stuff is another, but that's all downstairs. That has a whole, that's in my office downstairs. The whole, every book, every con that I went to, everything. I've got different versions of books. There was a store in the UK that I've been buying things from. And I'm like, one day when I go back, like, I'm gonna come and visit your store, because I didn't know that their store was there while I was in the UK. I was just excited to be there. I mean, I went there twice for work, but I didn't think about Harry Potter at the time. I was into it, but not as hardcore as I am now. But yeah, I want to just conventions is another thing that gets you got to spend money on conventions.
And then you get to the convention and you want to buy everything.
And that's falls underneath the emotional connection to you, because you get there and you're like, all of these stars that you like, do I want to take a picture with you? Do I want your autograph? Or do I want both? Which one do I want? I spent $350 on that autograph with, what's his face? That Marvel guy.
Namor?
No, the one who made the Marvel, the Stanley. Stanley.
Said the Marvel guy.
The Marvel, yeah, I was like, just forgot his name. But they had a Marvel group because I was going to do Stanley by himself, and he was like 2 something, and I was like, well, just freaking a little bit more money. I'll just get all 3 of them together. And I went there. That's when I think the second one was out with the Black Widow. She had her lights. Her batons were lights. So I made those. I turned them on and took the picture. He was like, oh, those are so cool. I was like, thank you, Stan. Thank you. But that's the only time, I will never forget. I was running to get to that picture because I was late and somebody stopped me. And I never say no to a picture. I always stop. But I was running and they're like, can I have a picture? I was like, I'm going to be late and this is so expensive. I can't miss this. Please find me later. And I will take a picture with you. And she was like, at least she understood. She was like, I know I can see it in your face. I can see it. Go ahead. I was like, thank you. But that was the only time. I will never, ever forget that because I was running. It was Kamapalooza. I was running to get to that. I was like, I cannot miss this picture. They were almost running out of time with the pictures. I was like, I could not miss this. So conventions are expensive. You got to plan them out. I've my MegaCon Orlando. I planned that out. The hotel is paid for already. They're doing special events at Universal. They're shutting it down. So from 5:30 until it closes, it'll be for con members at MegaCon. I'm like, yay! Do I really want to dress up and go? It's gonna be too hot to wear a wig. I was gonna go as Bellatrix, but I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go and just be in Hogwarts Slytherin uniform because.
When is that one?
That's February 5th to the 9th. Yeah, it's early February.
Yeah.
So that one I'm excited about, and I've got somebody that's going who's making her Elphaba. I'm Elphaba. She's making her Glinda dress. Like, okay, so we'll be, we'll walk around Saturday because I had to switch my outfits. I wasn't wearing that until Sunday, but now I have to wear that on Saturday and then do my acolyte on Sunday, which I'm like, okay, if they have any Star Wars people, I just hope that they're there on Sunday, because if they leave Sunday, I'm not going to be there, so I'm going to be so upset. But I don't know if they have them there yet. The Doctor Who people, and I keep changing my costumes. I'm like, I was like, do I want to be the black female Doctor Who? I can't remember which one she was. But I was like, should I do her costume? Because all the people from Doctor Who were going to be there. I'm like, okay. But every time they make announcements, I just know for a fact I have my Bellatrix, my Acolyte, and Elphaba. Those are the 3 that are not changing, no matter what. No matter what, they're not changing. I'm wearing those. I learned my lesson from the last time I was at Dragon Con, doing 2 costumes a day. That all I did was spend my time changing 10 costumes. That's too much.
That's crazy.
So, and then I wasn't even at the host hotels. I had to walk back to my hotel, so I didn't really get to enjoy the convention like I should. But at least this one is attached to the hotel, so I don't have to walk as far. But we'll see. We'll see if I'll do two a day.
That's still a lot.
If I do it right. If I do it right, but I have to do it to where the makeup has to blend with the next costume. I can't paint and then go. No, I can't. Elphaba will be the only thing that I do that day. The only cream that I will not be in anything else that day. No. That would be it. And then Sunday we'll see. I'll do my acolyte and just call it a day. So I need to make sure of the dates because I screwed up my Hawaii dates. When I thought I was supposed to be leaving on Tuesday, we was actually leaving Monday. And I was on the phone with Amex. I'm like, I need you to change my flight. So I lost out. Well, I didn't lose out. I got a credit. So I have to use those plane tickets before a year, and I had to purchase more tickets. So
I messed up my flight to Kansas City too. And I don't know how I did that. And I don't know what told me to check too. And I messed up and made the flight for Friday evening instead of Friday morning. So when I went in to look, because it was Southwest, and you have 24 hours is when you can check in. But for some reason, I looked before that, and I realized that I had made my flight for, I think it was like 8:15 p.m. instead of 8:15 a.m. And I had tickets for an event in the Hallmark thing at 4:00 that afternoon. So I had to change my flight. It more than doubled the price of my plane ticket, but I was like, there's nothing I can do. I messed it up.
Yeah. Well, see, this one, it wasn't, I knew that I did it from Wednesday to Wednesday, that we were going to be back on Wednesday. We were leaving Tuesday night at 9:00, and we were going to be back Wednesday morning, more than enough time because my grandson had he was in a choir, so he had something for school. I'm like, so we're going to be back in time. And I had the dog in daycare. I was like, you're there from Wednesday to Wednesday. So when we get back, we're going to be back at this time. We'll go to the house. I'll run and get him. Then I'll meet you at the school. So everything in my mind was planned. I got an email from Amex saying that they changed my flight, but I just thought it was the time. They changed the whole day.
Oh, wow.
It didn't click. I'm like, did it click, Steven? It didn't click. It did not click that they changed it from the 10th to the 9th. And I was like, oh, okay. So instead of us leaving at this time, we're just leaving at this time. And I was like, okay, no problem. Well, girl, when we went on the tour of Hawaii, and then by the time I got back to the hole, I'm like, okay, well, our flight doesn't leave until 9:00. So I think it should be time to check in because it was like around 8:00 or so. And then I see, okay, well, your flight is about to leave. Are you checking any bags? I was like, wait, what? And when I tell you, because we was relaxed, we came back, we took showers, we was in our pajamas, we was just chilling. I looked at my phone and just panic set in. And then like, we can't get everything in the suitcase in enough time to get to the airport. I was like, okay, well, so we wound up, doing the credit thing, and they'll credit me back. I'm not worried about it. I'm good with Amex. The platinum card, I can call them and just say, hey, I need you to get me on this flight, do this. I was like, that's what the concierge is for. Just find me some tickets. It was like, I'm freaking out. But she was really nice, and she got us back early. on Tuesday. So that was an additional 2,000. Because if I kept the same tickets, it was going to be an additional 4,000 for that same day. I'm like, oh hell no! That's 4,000 each. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. The tickets was already $5,000. We're not doing that. No, no. And I'm not flying coach, so I want first class ticket. That was that. That was that. So the emotional connection, like I was telling you, like some of the things that I purchased, like for what my mother purchased for me. So some things mean a lot to me. Do you have something that means like for you, like is because Chadwick is not here, so your Black Panther stuff, is that symbolic to you?
Not really. Not real. Now there is one T-shirt that I have, and I mean it's meaningful, but then I'm sitting here thinking I don't even know where it is, but so it couldn't be that meaningful. But there's one T-shirt when I remember because I was laying in the bed and I always am on my phone death scrolling at night, and I remember when the notification came up that he had passed, and I was like, no, that can't be right. So I open and immediately start Googling, and you go to your more reputable sources, and they did in fact say that he had passed. I don't know why this was the first thing that came to my mind, but I immediately went to Amazon looking for a Black Panther T-shirt with his face on it. And I found one, and it was a trip because, I mean, the pose that he's in, it's just him, and it says Black Panther at the top, and he's in this outfit, no helmet on, so it's his face, and he's in this pose like he's looking into his hands, and he looks really like just serious and kind of sad, and I was like, that's it. And so I immediately ordered that T-shirt, like moments after I found out he had passed. Now, that one is kind of powerful. But other than that, like my Funkos and stuff, not really. I do have a couple of sunflower pieces, though. Like I said, all my friends know because I've been obsessed for years. And they give me things, and I have gotten a couple of things that are just the most beautiful things. And, I look at them and I'm like, my friend saw this and she thought about me and she bought this for me. And so they are kind of powerful. One friend in particular, Amber, because you think about sunflowers and you think about dish towels and, things for the kitchen or whatever, but she has found some of the most just unique sunflower things. She gave me this one thing. It's like a ceramic tile, but it's larger and it's like an art piece with this sunflower on it, and it's on this beautiful cobalt blue background, and that is very meaningful to me. So I think really some of the sunflower stuff is really more so than like my little collectibles. This stuff, this is just fun stuff.
Yeah, because it came from your friends, so it's memorable.
Mm-hmm.
It's memorable to you. Yeah, the only things that I would say is the items that my mother got for me from Harry Potter. Those would be the most memorable things for me. I don't say it's memorable. My sister got me into designer luggage. I wouldn't say that's memorable. I just like it. I got why I bought this orange, beautiful orange Diane von Furstenberg. It was like 8 pieces of luggage, but they're not the ones that they the old ones. They roll.
Right. They're not spinners.
Yeah. So then I got into, but she's not really a designer, but she does great luggage. Samantha Brown. She's on HSN and she's a traveler and she travels the world. So she created luggage and I'm like, I love her luggage. So I purchased her luggage and I've just been sticking with her ever since. So I'm sentimental to her. She travels, she's smart, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if that's sentimental, loyal, but I just love her luggage. It just it works well for me.
I need to get a new suitcase. You reminded me because I have to go to California for work in February, and I'm probably going to have to check a bag because I'm going to be gone for a week. I usually don't check bags, but yeah, I need to get because I have a carry-on that has the spinners, but all of my larger bags don't. They're old, like you were talking about your orange one. So I guess I need to get a new larger bag.
I saw something again because it was freaking Black Friday, but it wasn't Black owned, and I saw it on Facebook. And I know it's some people don't trust Facebook ads, but I did my research and I checked. So I went to their website. So they did have a website, and it was like Lux something, but it was this luggage that you can put 10 days worth of clothes in, and you fold it up and you can use it as a carry-on. And they was doing you buy one and you get the next one at half off. And I was like, okay, this is going to come in enough time for me to go to Hawaii. It's like, I can use this one. My husband can use this one. And then that's our carry-ons and we'll be good to go. Because we're allowed to have two pieces of carry-on. And I needed to take my machine for my therapy. They oversold. They oversold it. And it didn't come in enough time. And I was like, if y'all are freaking like, oh, we're going to upgrade you to this better luggage. It's like, yeah, okay. It did ship. So I got the email that it shipped. So like it's supposed to be here by next week. And we'll see. I'll see my review on that. But I'm not happy with me buying this for Black Friday and you sold out. So, oh, we had like 4,000 pieces and they all sold out. Well, motherfucker, you saying buy one, get the other one at half price. Yeah,
right.
Yes.
And that's not your problem.
It's like, you shouldn't have did that. Like, oh, come on, man. But yeah, that's it. I don't really have anything that's I would say that my friend who did this, she did a cup, something for us. She made me a cup, a cancer.
I remember that one.
Cup. So yeah, that one was nice. And then she did let me see if I can reach it without breaking it. Yeah, may the force be with you. She made that for me too.
That's cool.
Isn't that pretty? And I'm like, okay, somehow I need to sit this somewhere where you can spin or something, but it has a glass case that it sits on. But I'm like, I love this side, but I love this side too.
I know.
Like both sides are so nice. Like, but that can't break. So I just sit that back there so it doesn't break. Yeah. Nothing more except for what my mother got me jewelry. I took all of her jewelry because she took my grandmother's jewelry, and then I took that from her when she passed. So nothing more memorable than that. My lightsabers are not memorable. But I think that would fall underneath another expensive thing because the lightsabers pretty well, the first one The first one I bought was extremely expensive and useless. I was very, very, very first, didn't know anything about lightsabers. I just knew that I wanted this. I ordered it. Shit was $500. And that was just for the hilt. No, nothing. It's just the hilt. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay. I'm like, what happened to the lights and and they were like, okay, well, if you want this, this is going to be an additional. I'm like, you scamming mother. I was like, okay. So I sent it back to them, and it was another $150. So it was like almost $700 for a hilt with one light, no sound. I was like, okay. Then I found another lightsaber company. I got 2 hilts for $300, 2 lightsabers. I got sound. Lord knows how many sounds I have. I had 10 different light colors and different sounds. I'm like, so I fell in love with that company. But during the travels, but during the shipping, it seems that their hilts don't work after a while. So I stopped with them, and I found another one that I fell in love with. And then the different types of lights that they had and the sound, and I was like, okay, this is fucking crazy. I got to use a chip, what do you call it, a USB, and learn how to change the lights, and because it's a different type of lightsaber. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. I'm like, I just want to get the lightsaber and turn it on. That's all I want to do. It's like all I want.
You don't want to have to program it.
I don't want to program it. I don't want to know how to change the light. I just don't want to know all of this stuff. But you need to, in order to really truly know about your lightsabers. It's like, okay. I'm like, damn it. Like,
so how many do you have now?
I have 10.
Okay.
I have 10, and I'm going to get more because there's a green hilt. And of course, I'm going to do a cosplay of Elphaba as a Jedi, and she needs a green hilt.
Gotcha.
So yes. And then there's another hilt that is Sailor Moon hilt that I want. Mm-hmm. So those are the next 2 that I'm gonna be getting. And definitely the spinning one, the Sixth Sister or
Third Sister.
Yeah, one of them sisters.
Mm-hmm.
I want that hilt. And I reached out to people after watching The Acolyte. I'm like, if anybody can make me his hilt, I want those 2 where you take it apart.
Right.
It's like, no, I want it to be one. And then when you're fighting, then you take it, and then, because I already have double hilts. I have that, but that's not what I want. I want the one that he had.
Somebody will come up with it soon.
Oh, I hit every last one of them that I like. I'm like, y'all need to make this hilt. I need this hilt. So we're going to see. But Level Up is the next person that I like, and his lightsabers are not expensive. They're reasonable. So I reached out to him. I was like, if you can make this hilt, let me know, please. Thank you, because I will purchase it. Yes, that would be me. I purchase my lightsabers. And is there anything dealing with ethics? Ethical, yeah, the ethics of collecting, like appropriation. I don't have a problem. I'm gonna buy. I'm not gonna have a problem with that. I'm gonna cosplay something and I don't think it's hard for us to cosplay, more so as for to cosplay,
Right.
and feeling that they need to do all sorts of. There was white Dora Milaje. I took pictures with them. They were cool. I didn't have a problem. They didn't have to be black. She was Dora Milaje. She looked good.
Right. I'm not really for cosplay. I am more drawn to the black characters. So there has not yet been a problem. I did do Louise Belcher, but she's a cartoon character. So, and that's just a silly one, so, yeah, the other ones that I'm drawn to are black characters, except Elphaba. I do want to do Elphaba. She's green, but she is a person of color. So,
yes,
I don't see that as an issue.
Yeah, I don't care. I was just like,
right, yeah, and I wouldn't worry about it because
Pocahontas. To me,
she's not painting yourself
in black. She's close enough. Even Mulan. That's Asian. I don't care. I'm going to do those characters and have fun with them.
Mm-hmm.
People are, oh my God, such and such is not black. Okay, it's a fucking character. It's not real people. So
calm down.
We're not painting our face white. We're just cosplaying this person. Well, you're not mad if you're black. If we do Black Panther, you can do Black Panther. Nobody said that you can't do it. You did. Put the helmet on. Nobody can see your face. Fucking put the helmet on. Good. But I don't know. It's an expensive habit. It's money well spent. Money well spent. Money well spent. Money well spent.
Right. You are an adult. You have adult money. Your bills are paid. So you can do whatever you want.
That's right. Yeah, my husband told me I have to get a job to take care of. I don't have to work, but he's not going to take care of the house and do my dream house and this hobby.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to support myself. I have to support this.
Your own habits.
This lifestyle. In my Robin Leach voice, the lifestyles of the rich and famous. Not rich, not famous, but just the lifestyle. Oh, I just love collecting. I just love collecting. I don't know how many people out there that are listening that love collecting, but guys, don't stop. Collect, collect, collect. Start small. Just start small and you'll start to grow. 5 and below. You can find things at 5 and below. You ain't got to go Funko Pop. Funko Pop is expensive, not really expensive, $20, $25. You can find the same ones at 5 and below.
Yep. Just wait a little while and
yes, and
take out the 5 and below. That's what I do. That's one of my favorite spots.
5 and below or Target. They're in there too. They're in there too. And then they got the Target sale and it's like, oh, $5. I was like, oh, okay. I've got tons of Target. What?
Yes, the Legos are expensive. That is probably why I don't have any.
Yes, I started with the Legos too, and they were at my previous job. I put the Legos together, and I had them up on the shelves because we had shelves where we had little booths, and I had shelves. And then once we moved, I put them in a box and they broke, and I have no idea where they are. So I spent money on all these different Legos that I'm like, I need to repurchase these items again, which was a freaking waste of money. But yeah, Legos is another one of my little expensive little hobbies. But that one, I'm not taking them out the box this time because I have a whole. I think I got the Weasley house downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking that out the box because that needs to be put together. And until I get we move into my dream home where I can put it together and put it in a glass case so nobody touches it, it needs to go into that. Yeah, not doing that. Not I'm not doing that.
We'll let James handle that one. Legos and t-shirts.
Well, guys, we're about to wrap this up. My good friend James, I know you're there. Come on out, show your face so that we can, talk to you about your t-shirt.
The t-shirt habit. Yep.
Don't drag me into your foolishness.
I'm calling you out because if I'm going down, I'm taking everybody with me. I'm taking everybody with me.
Leave Teresa.
You spend money. You spend money. You spend money.
I'm leaving you out of the plan of getting rich.
Hey, look, nobody's gonna know.
I'm just saying, you're gonna take everybody down with you.
If I win mega, nobody's gonna know.
But there will be
you might know because I might say we gonna take a trip. You might just get a ticket. I'm like, what's your address? I need you to keep this date open, and then you're gonna get a first class ticket. And you're like, oh shit, yeah, that's right, motherfucker. Get on the plane. Let's go. I shut down Hogwarts for us. Come on, we're going to Hogwarts in Japan. Come on, let's go. That's on my list too. Singapore, they have all the amazing stuff, and like we don't get it. I need to get this stuff. They have a phone. They have the laptops. Mm-hmm. Just everything. I need to go. I need to go. And I was supposed to be in Japan instead of Hawaii, but I couldn't find first class tickets. And I wasn't sitting in coach going to Japan.
Understood. So my bad habits, many of which you've already discussed. My t-shirt collection is roughly 20 plus years of collecting t-shirts. This is not an exaggeration. I've been collecting t-shirts for over 20 years. I have close to, if not more than 250 t-shirts. And they run the gamut of sci-fi, fantasy, sarcastic sayings, Marvel, DC. Some things I cannot wear in public. But I mean, it all started with basically like Dragon Con. Like, was it Stalin Online had a booth with like all the different, Marvel, DC stuff up there, whatever. And that's pretty much where my collecting of t-shirts began. I do have a couple of like t-shirts to support artist friends who have comic book properties out. So if you don't follow them, you wouldn't know the characters on the shirts. Some t-shirts were gifts because I had friends who traveled a lot and would always bring me a t-shirt back from wherever they went to. So I do have one t-shirt that says, all I got from Djibouti was this t-shirt. Legos, yes, Legos are expensive. I love Legos. I have always loved Legos since I was a kid. But as I've gotten older, I realized there are only select sets that I want. And I have 3 of the 4 sets that I want. The 4th set has been discontinued for almost 10 years. And I'm waiting for Lego to release it from being discontinued and like do like a limited time revamp. And it's Luke Skywalker's X-Wing. That is the one that's discontinued. The other 3 sets that I have are an A-Wing from Empire Strikes Back. I have the 5 Lions of Voltron, and I have an Optimus Prime.
Okay.
Yeah. I want you to understand that none of those sets were less than $150. And then, of course, you all mentioned the Funko Pops, as I stated earlier. Like, I have at least 120 Funko Pops. Like I said, 98 of them are women of color, because that was my primary collection of them. Because, like, yeah, I like these things, but I want to do something different from whatever. I don't want to collect like a specific set. There are characters that I want. And the one thing I noticed was, no matter what the genre was, no matter what the set was, the women of color were often left out of a set. Like the original release of the Star Trek sets had no women. So the original series was Kirk, Spock, Bones, and McCoy. That's it. No Sulu, no Chekhov, no Uhura initially. The TNG set was originally Riker, Picard, Data, and who was the 4th one? So Riker, Picard, Data.
Look, they put the android in there before they put a woman in there.
Right.
And here's the thing. Of TNG, there's still no Dr. Crusher. So they finally did release Worf and Geordi and Troy sometime later, but there's still no Dr. Crusher in the Next Generation set. But you can find Picard as Locutus, and you can find Worf in his Klingon gear and his Starfleet uniform, which is cool. But my only guess is that there's something going on with Gates McFadden and licensing of her character. That's the only thing I can think of, because, you know, for those who are in the know, she did leave the show over contract dispute for a season before she came back. So,
okay, but she goes to conventions.
I know she goes.
I don't understand that. I see you at the conventions.
I don't understand. Look, I don't pretend to know everything, but I know that there's, if you're looking for a complete set of Next Generation characters in Funko Pop, you're not going to find, unless they just recently put one out. Now, I haven't checked in a while, because again, I'm not allowed to buy any more Funko Pops, because the shelf I have them on stacked, again, 98, they're 8x12 stacked up on the shelf to a ceiling, and they're touching the ceiling. So I don't have any more space. The ones that are not women of color were given to me. So like, people gave me the Black Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They gave me multiple copies of T'Challa. I've been given characters from Black Panther. I've been given copies of Miles Morales. So stuff like that. And then I used to have a subscription for this subscription box set that would come once a month, and they would send a Funko Pop in there every single month. So I have like Doc Brown from Back to the Future, because it was in there one time. And then some things, you know, you just walking around the store and it's like, there's no way I can walk out the store without this. So,
right.
You know, when I found the 2-pack of the Jeffersons, I wasn't going to leave George and Wheezy in the store.
Yeah.
You know, I walk by a display case one day and I see I'm in Target and I see Muhammad Ali. I'm not leaving that in the store. That's coming home with me. Like, I know I don't need it and I shouldn't buy it, but it's here. And it's
that's how I felt with TLC. I was like, what? Because you would not see all 3. I've never seen all. I was like, oh,
not in the store. No,
we're getting that.
Every store I went to that actually had TLC only had 2 of the 3. Sometimes they'd be missing T-Bars, or they'd be missing Left Eye, they're missing Chili. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm going online. Went online and ordered the whole set. Now, granted, there are 3 different sets of TLC. There's them in the gear they wore on the first album cover. Them in the denim gear that they wore on the Waterfalls cover.
Yeah, that's the first one.
And then the third set, they're all 3 members are translucent blue. So they're solid blue translucent. That's the third set. So if I do get another set of TLC, it would be them. I would like to get Salt and Pepper, but there's no Spinderella, because the representation of Salt and Pepper literally only covers Salt and Pepper, not Spinderella. And I want a Spinderella Funko Pop. So,
well, I mean, she came. It was really Salt and Pepper.
I understand.
And
I
then,
understand,
then you know, she got put in there as well. But yeah, I mean, if I see Salt and Pepper, I'm gonna get.
I mean, she was part of the group for a decade. I get the first couple of years they did it. They were Salt and Pepper, and they said, "Yo, we are a female rap duo. We want a lady DJ on stage with us when we perform. We don't want dudes unless it's going to be backup dancers." So that's how Spin got to be their full-time DJ. But there are at least 3 albums that they did where it's literally Salt and Pepper with Spinderella.
Yeah.
The What a Man video has all 4 members of the
yeah, and them singing. Everybody's rapping.
All 7 of them are there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, those are my things. And then lastly, the reason I really can't buy much of anything is because I play video games on top of all the other stuff that I collect, and video games takes up a lot of time. So no, I will not be doing a lot of the cosplay stuff. The cosplay stuff that I do is literally what's in my closet that will work for whatever it is I may want to do. And if it's not my closet, it's not getting done. If it's not cheap enough to purchase, it won't get bought. But I commend those of you who sew and buy pieces and stitch things together and tape and plaster and solder and glue and build things, because you all are an inspiration for something I will never endeavor into. And I applaud all your hard work, because you make it work, and it's phenomenal. But yeah,
I need to invest in a Cricut machine.
I've got one that is still in the box, never open, and it's going on 3 years old now.
Ooh.
Still in the box.
And then lastly, there's these things.
Yeah, I have that one too.
And
that one.
So yeah, that's my other issue. And I try not to buy comic books when I'm out at conventions, but if I see covers done by my friends, my artist friends who have done, and just like this one was just an alternate cover for this comic book. Do I have this series? No, but someone I know did this cover art, and it was not going to be laying there on his table much longer after he pulled it
all
out.
of those people that are just in Atlanta.
Most of them are in Atlanta. Some of them travel. So there are a couple of people at Dragon Con who literally I only see at Dragon Con because they don't live here. I have linked with them on IG or Facebook, so I can follow what it is that they're doing. But when they do come to Dragon Con and they have new stuff, I will purchase to support. 9 times out of 10, I send it up to my cousin's son because he is now 14 years old, and I've been corrupting him since he was 6 as far as giving him stuff. And I told his father that I was going to do that because his father is the reason I am into comic books and video games to begin with. So like, you do realize I'm going to pass this on. So when I have duplicates or extras of stuff, I'm mailing stuff directly to him, not you, to him. So he's been getting stuff from me for about 12 years roughly. And
favorite uncle.
So I send him video games that I don't play anymore for my Switch. And he's now starting to go to conventions up there in DC. So he went to the cons up there, sent me pictures of him in cosplay and whatnot. So he dressed as he dressed as Lelouch, and then somebody else from Persona 5 another year. So he loves it. It's
I
great.
need you to give me recommendations of your people. If you know anybody that's going to be at MegaCon Orlando, let me know, because I will definitely support. I will definitely
absolutely. But yeah, but that's why I stay broke. It's mostly the video games and the comic books. And thankfully, as much as I love anime, I have only purchased 5 manga series. 4 of them are complete, and one should be finished sometime next year. So my 5th series of manga will be done sometime next year. I am not buying any more as much as, because this is the thing I often tell people. People are like, I love this anime. It was so great, but it was only one season. And I have to remind them, anime is an advertisement for you to buy the manga. That's its sole purpose. Yes, it's entertaining. Yes, it's fun to watch, but it is very rare that a series gains the traction and popularity to cover the manga from beginning to end, especially with how long some of these manga series are. So, like, Bleach is 78 volumes, and we're just now seeing the final arc animated, over the last year and a half. I don't even want to talk to anybody who's read One Piece, let alone watched One Piece. Like, y'all are a cult, and you need to leave me alone. Because what I'm not doing is watching over 1,000 episodes of one series and counting.
Okay, so that means that they don't watch nothing else. I thought I was bad.
They watch other things, but I do believe I saw something a few months ago that the animated series is on pause because they've caught up to the manga finally. So 20 years ago, what they would do is give you filler arc until the manga put out more volumes and then continue to animate from there. About 10-ish years ago, they stopped doing that. So now they only animate a certain number of chapters or volumes of a manga series into 12 or 26 episodes. That's your season 1. And then they'll take a break. And that break could be anywhere from 6 months to 3 years before you see season 2. And that's where people get lost. Like, oh my gosh, season 1 was like 5 years ago. Are we ever going to get a season 2? It's like, maybe not. Depends on how much traction it got. But gone are the days where a series would be on year round. So just like I tell people who are not familiar with how 80s cartoons work, 80s cartoons were 25-minute commercials for toys, every single one of them. Same thing with anime today. Anime is 25-minute advertisement for you to buy the manga. So yes, I have bought the manga of Hellsing, Bleach, One Punch Man, Black Lagoon, and what is the 5th series? Attack on Titan. And I need to finish Black Lagoon so I can start reading One Punch Man. The other 3 I've already finished. So yeah. Manga is really expensive because anime, I just get a subscription to Crunchyroll, and that is $5 a month.
Yeah, I got Crunchyroll because of you.
You're welcome. Volumes of manga range anywhere from $5 a volume to about $10 a volume, depending on how popular it is. And yeah, again, I'm still waiting for the 5th series, One Punch Man, to finish before I start reading it. So that's where I am. Those are my bad habits. So I can't buy any more t-shirts, even though I did, like I told you all earlier, I'm a football enthusiast. That's putting it lightly. I'm a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan. And because I grew up in the era in which Tecmo Bowl was a thing before Madden football, I saw some t-shirts from the Eagles website on NFL.com that had some of the best players in Eagles history, from Cunningham, McNabb, and Reggie White, as homages to their Tecmo Bowl counterparts. I had to buy them. That was the last time I bought. Matter of fact, I think that's the only time that was the first time I bought t-shirts since MomoCon, Teresa. And any other t-shirt. Any other t-shirt I got between then and those NFL t-shirts were gifts. They were presents. I didn't buy anything because you already know what happened in MomoCon and T-Turtle, because we found out a month later they were losing their Marvel and DC license.
Right.
Which I'm still kind of bitter about. And they keep emailing me like, hey, we got t-shirts on sale. And I'm like, I don't care because you ain't got what I want.
Right.
You lost your license and you're dead to me. And when I was talking to them at DragonCon, they were like, yeah, we lost the license about a month after MomoCon. And yeah, it is what it is. I'm like, what do you mean it is what it is? Are you getting this back or not? Like, what do you mean it is what it is? How you do realize you want to take a hit in sales because you don't have any Marvel or DC material,
A huge hit.
Marvel, Disney, Star Wars stuff, and they were like, "What? Like, you're selling T-shirts? They're nice and everything. Like your regular T-shirts, they're nice, but you only have like 12 different designs of your regular T-shirts, and your Marvel, DC, Disney license, whatever, was tripling your variety of T-shirts. Get that license back."
Right, because I mean, the only things they had left were like cats.
And don't get me wrong, I love wearing my T-shirt that says I absolutely have no idea what I'm doing when I'm in the office at work, because I proudly wear that T-shirt. If someone wants to ask me a question, I'm like, you know, or my T-shirt that says I'm struggling to find a reason to care, and it's actually a cat in a robe trying to do a demon summon. So, yeah, those are the T-shirts I wear into the office. They're pretty much, you know, explain how much I don't want to be in this office. But yeah, they need to get that license back. So
yeah.
Okay, so now that I know that you're an Eagle fan, okay. I like the Eagles when they're not playing the people that I like.
And the people that you like are
my New York teams.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and then other, you know, teams.
Yep.
I really go for the black. If you black quarterback, I'm going for you. Like
then you should be going for the Eagles because Jalen Hurts.
Right, that's fine. But if he's going against New York, then no, because I'm loyal to New York first.
Too bad New York's not loyal to his fan base.
That's fine. You can't upset me when it comes to New York.
I understand.
Jets, Giants, Buffalo, my Yankees, my
hold
Mets,
on to your Bills.
I don't
hold
care.
on to your bed.
They're there. They're there.
Jets and Giants, not so much.
They're there. They have their years where they do good, and then they're in a slump. You know, just like the Yankees. They won the most. And, you know, they've been in their slump, and now it's like, okay, guys, you let other people win. I need y'all to come back now and start winning some, you know, I need y'all to come back. So, but yes, now I can brave you when we're playing against each other.
Good luck with that.
I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Moana Nui, thank you for giving us a platform to speak. We have a voice. You let us talk, and we are so excited to see what 2025 is going to bring. We've got great ideas. I'm going to pull more out of my friend Teresa, because she is now no longer a newbie. She is a cosplayer, and I am so excited. She had me cheesing. I was like, look at my baby sister. I'm so proud of her. So we're gonna be in the same city one day. We're gonna be in the same city one day. James, I'd like to thank you for moderating us. I appreciate you.
Being our guy in the chair.
Yes.
I appreciate you going along with our craziness. And to everybody out there that's listening, we'll be back in 2025. More crazy. Dress up, makeup, do craziness.
When we're doing that anime show.
Ooh.
Yes, we're gonna do that. we're going to do that. Yes,
cool.
You're gonna be a part of that. Yes,
I will be sitting that one out.
No, you're gonna be there too. Because since somebody now has Crunchyroll as a subscription, I can send them like 30 more titles of stuff they can possibly look at or
That's
ignore.
Her. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Don't worry, Teresa. I got stuff on Netflix you can check out.
Okay, so actually, I'm not going to say February because I'll be at MidCon. And January is too close.
Mm-hmm. Take your time. There's no rush. There's no rush. We got the whole year.
I say I don't know, whatever month.
Mm-hmm. But it won't be free rent because we already know you watch free rent and you like probably all caught up and like in real time with the series, waiting for new episodes to come out. So yeah, it's gonna have to be something besides free rent because you can talk about free rent till the cows come home.
No, actually, I need to go back and check because I think it's stopped with the.
I know it's 2 seasons.
Okay, I need to check.
Mm-hmm. It's
I
only
need
2
to check
seasons
because they stopped doing the English, and you told me that I had to wait for them to dub it.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to go back and check. I haven't been doing much anime. In the past month, I haven't been, but I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to.
Meanwhile, I can probably rattle off 7 titles that I've been watching in the last month.
I'm going to read off the list that I'm going to. You're going to be proud of me. I'm going to finish that before the end of January.
Sweet.
I'm going to do that so that you can give me more.
Yes. So I'm going to just give you more just because.
Just throw them at me. Just throw them at me. And then I'll go down the rabbit hole like I did. And I'll see this one and be like, oh, look at what I saw here. I was like, oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Just let me know what month I get to take off.
No, because we're going to be doing anime Netflix. Anime Netflix shows.
There's stuff on Netflix you can watch.
I don't want to.
Oh gosh.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us in our craziness. And let's see what 2025 is going to bring. It's going to be a crazy 2025, y'all. It's going to be a crazy 2025.
Buckle up, Buttercup. You're going to get wet on this ride.
Yeah, y'all going to need to buckle up on that because we're going to need some joy and some fun to take away from the craziness that's about to happen January 20th and forward. So I pray. As a Catholic, I pray. Merry Christmas. As a Catholic, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not being politically correct. Merry fucking Christmas.
Damn.
Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, all of that. And if you want be offended, then you're offended. Happy holidays. Hey, I gave it to you. There you go. But Merry fucking Christmas.
You filthy animal.
And on that note, cut you two off for the night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, guys.
So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will.
If this the land of the free, it was a freedom then. When they annexed Hawaii and called it Cedar Lands, without any type of payment and no signing off. Called themselves a republic in 1894. 1.2 million acres overtaken from the native Hawaiians. When they resisted, the West retaliated in violence and erasure. The Hawaiian language is banned as part of colonialism's plan to expand, yeah.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kaho'olawe. As a part of their ongoing war with Asia, used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. No regard for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. We will.
So if you put Hawaii into perspective, well, Black and Asian history is interconnected. Considering the fight with the Pacific, then of course. Versus Asia, they was treated as a middleman for war, but didn't let the Western colorism run its course. Cause dark skin was a sign of dignity to core. The land was taken in the name of capitalism, when prior to it was an actual kingdom. Clap back at the system.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kaho'olawe. As a part of their ongoing war with Asia, used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. Network out for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell. Even if we have to ourselves, can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell. Even if we have to ourselves, can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. So many stories left to tell. Even if we have to ourselves, can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell. Even if we have to ourselves, can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. We will.